Hi friends, today I'm going to talk about spirits and my own personal experience of what your loved ones, ancestors, spirits, guides and angels. I'm going to explain to you what I see and how they come through. So first and foremost, when you connect or you go to a medium, they will often have some connection or some communication channel with spirit. Generally, you have to be there or give permission for the three-way triad. So that's between you, your medium or your channeler, and the spirit guide themselves. There can be more than one spirit that comes through, but the biggest thing in my line of work that I notice is you don't always get to choose. Spirit decides who comes through, and the divine decide who come through. They decide on which spirit has what message for you and which spirit is around you at the time of that particular point in time of when you're getting the reading and when you need to receive messages. The idea is to align yourself with the spiritual protection that you need. So some people will come and want to contact a particular person, and whilst they may or may not come through, it is possible for me to ask the psychic or spirit guide that is here what is happening with that spirit soul on the other side, and they may or may not tell me, because I really essentially am communicating with the spirit guide that you have at that point in time and that at that moment when you're having that reading or getting that guidance. Okay, it's really important to understand that just because I don't get someone through, that doesn't mean they're not around you. They can very much be around you. They can very much be watching over you. So it's important for you to open up and communicate to the loved ones past, your ancestors, even your spirits, guides and angels about what it is that's going on in your life. Now you can create an altar to do that. You can just have photos and candles. You can meditate and communicate to the spirits and the loved ones past. I think the important thing is you open yourself up to communication with the other side. And someone like myself will channel and bring some spirit guides through, or the spirit guide that's around you at the moment, for a purpose and for a reason. How do I see them? It's a combination of ways. It's clairaudient, it's claircognizance. It's very different for each spirit. Some I actually physically see through my third eye and I can recognize a face. Some I can hear better than others. Some it's very blurred, but I can actually identify features, or they will tell me validations to tell you. So they will give me messages to pass on to you that only you know, or that is about them or in reference to them. Whenever you go to a medium, they should be able to give you some identity or some information that is personal to you and personal to the spirit guide that's coming through. If they can't really do that, or it's sort of just vague statements of, I miss you, this is someone that you loved very much, it's kind of not enough for you to anchor on. You do need something quite specific. It can be hard, I can say in my experience, it can be hard. Like sometimes some spirits are clear and really good communicators, just like we all are in the 3D here, in our human body existence, in our mortal existence. Some are more difficult in terms of getting their messages across and being able to communicate with confidence. I find that it's got a lot to do with also the spirit's experience in terms of coming through and in terms of contacting and connecting to the people that they want to watch over. Does it mean that that spirit that I'm communicating with, does it mean that they've come through, that they're stuck? No. Spirits don't get stuck. They just don't. They cross over, okay? And they're coming through to talk to me because I'm actually a channel, and I'm one way they can communicate with you. And that's the same with most mediums who work on spirit guidance and spirit information. That's what they do. They try and channel a true medium will channel a spirit guide and give you information about that spirit guide, describe that spirit guide. You may get a cause of their passing. You may not. You may get an identifying factor, their name. You may get the letter of their name. You may even get something like what their preferences were with food. It can be very different according to the different spirit. But the point is, the validations I find are something that that person that I am looking at or that person I am channeling for knows. And it's very specific to them. So when I talk to spirit, there are a number of things that happen to me physically. I often see through the third eye, and that's why you'll see my eyes go left, right, left, up and down. I'm looking in another dimension, and I'm looking at the spirit, and I'm feeling the energy of the spirit. I'm listening to the words of the spirit, and I'm trying to communicate that as best as I can interpret to you. So physically, I feel what they felt. I feel what they wanted to say, and I feel like I have to interpret that in a language that you can understand. So it's important to understand that every medium is a little bit different, and every psychic will be a little bit different, but look for the evidence, look for the validation, and also listen to whoever is around you. The spirit guide that are around you, they're there for a reason. That particular spirit, whether it be a grandfather, father, mother, sister, friend, they're around you for a reason at that point in time. So acknowledge them and thank them for their presence. And I hope that's helped you understand how I channel here at Light Feather Spiritual Healing.